So I was checking some of my projects because I haven't used Scratch in a while, or at least I haven't used my account in a while, and I decided to, check out my most viewed projects. And the first couple of ones, Little Old Town Work in Progress, that's 146 views, that's pretty good. Surprisingly, this simple project got 150. This demo that I'm still working on, the full game I'm still working on, has over 400 views. But then I saw Baldi's Basics 2D, which was a game I worked on back in 2018, as you can see in the date. This has over 2,000 views. And last time I checked, it had over 1,000, I think. Yeah. So the fact that I got over 2,000, and yes, I did continue to update it because at the time Baldi's Basics was that fun. Yeah, it's been a while since I, tried this out. I'll play a game right now. So, you play as this orange-haired, very light green eye kid. That's Baldi. There are some sound effects and there's a dark circle around the player. You have to collect these notebooks. There's no questions or anything. And immediately just went into the principal's office. So yeah, you have to avoid this guy. Obviously, that's the main game. Then there's that dude. You'll see a lot of bugs and glitches in this that I wasn't maybe able to, program because I didn't know how to do it at the time. This guy makes you faster because I didn't know how to, I didn't know how that guy worked. The key is going to be useful. This dark yellow stuff slows you down. Oh. And now he's going really fast. Yeah, so the way the mechanic for his speeding goes, and he just drags me. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, the way that his mechanic works is every notebook you click, or every notebook you collect, he gets 0.1 extra speed, and that sounds slow, but because of how tiny the characters are, it's actually pretty fast. So let's collect this notebook. And I wish I knew how to add the questions. I don't think I'll be making a remake of this. Maybe if I do, it won't be on Scratch. That's for sure. So anyway, oh, this is impossible. It's super difficult to beat this game. I'm gonna try to beat it in this video. If I can't, then I don't know. But I'm holding out high hopes. If you want to use the B soda, you would go up to him, and I think it's only in the left direction? Or it goes down, yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know how to program it going in different directions, so I think I made it go down on purpose. Let's try it again. There you go. It pushes him all the way down. To avoid the principal. Then there's the jump rope girl. I forgot her name. Playtime, I think? Oh. Notebook. Can I dodge this? Yes, I can. Avoid the principal. And I like how there's sound change, too. So, like, you'll be able to tell if he's far. So, like, from far away, it's quiet, but then the closer he gets, the louder. I really like that. I like how I was able to add that, but I think I needed a tutorial to know. Once I get this notebook, he's gonna kill me because he goes really fast. Oh, I cornered myself. Nice. Yeah, there's a hard mode, and you have to press the H button to activate it. So let's collect this notebook, and then that one, and then H. Jesus. The robot guy, I forgot his name. He could be used to your advantage because he can glide you in random places, so high chances are he'll glide you out at, like, far away from Baldi. But there are also high chances he'll glide you into a wall and you won't be able to move. So, it's a risk-taking experience. And get the quarter. We gotta go back to that phone down there. So that way, we can... so fast. He's so fast. Let's get this notebook. Immediately just run. Like, just immediately. Oh. Get this quarter as well. Boom. So yeah, very loud. So that's why I didn't say anything when that happened. Is he coming back or? Yeah, he is. Okay. There a couple explanations as to why some of the level design looks weird. The reason there's some gray rectangle on the door is it's supposed to be a sensor to tell if the player's, you know, touching the door. I didn't know how to use the distance feature at the time, so I had to use that. I had to use colors as a way to indicate certain, you know, events, I guess. So if I had the key, I'd be able to, you know, immediately unlock it and then escape. But I have to go get that, so let's, you know, hopefully not die here. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. Avoid that. Or did I already get the key? I already got it. Okay. Let's get this and then run. Oh, we got all the notebooks. Run while you still can. Boom. Okay. That was the game. Normally I would end the video here, but I'm going to show you the code. See if I can, you know, get through it. If you're wondering how everything else looks so primitive and then this looks really good, it's because I stole this engine off of somebody else. Later on, I would go to, you know, use my own engine, my own friction engine in some of my games. But yeah, there's a lot of for an old game like this, right? There's actually a lot of variables. We're gonna not include these two, so you can count all of them. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna count them myself. Here's Baldi's mechanics. The volume would be set to the player's distance plus 182. Obviously times -1. If you're ever trying to make a wait seconds, now I would never use a wait seconds feature because, you know, it can only, like, you know, cause a delay in some code and stuff. And if you want to make a pause feature, this is just an example. You would get a variable. I'm not going to name it. I'm just going to name it hashtag. Set the variable to, let's say, for example, 3 seconds. You would change the variable by -0.03 because the game, because Scratch runs 30 frames per second. So if it was 60, it would be -0.06. Repeat until less than 0.01. Repeat until that. So if I were to set it, it would go really fast. So let's just get a variable that would never change. Point in direction, direction. That doesn't really do anything because you're constantly pointing in the direction you're already in, so nothing would happen. If I were to do that, 3, 2, 1, boom. And let's show the timer variable. Reset. There you go. It's almost the exact same time. You could use the normal timer variable, but honestly, I would usually use this for the FPS counter. If you haven't checked my video on Scratch frames per second counters, really recommend you go do that. But yeah, you could use the timer for FPS and then this for, you know, pause timers. If you're trying to make a variable for pause, like let's say, I'm not going to make a variable, right? But you would put the variable here if pause menu equals yes, then, or if it equals no, sorry, that means if it's not paused, it would change it by, you know, that amount. That's how I would make a pause, but we're getting off topic. That's not what I'm talking about for the game. If touching the player and is not equal to that costume, or these costumes, then there you go. Oh, also, if you press the letter O, I forgot, that was the thing. If you press the key O, oh, that game glitched. Then you turn into this. I really don't know what was going through my mind while doing this. Also, every time you press the S key, he slaps, so that's annoying. I'm gonna use the arrow keys. Yeah, everything's weird. You can rapidly change the color. There's also a color warning. I should probably put that in the title. Or epilepsy warning, sorry. I go at hyper speed and you can just exit the level there. That's just a little Easter egg. It's the easiest one in any of my games now. Like, if we were to play some of my older games, it'd be really difficult to find one. Here are the sprites. At the time, vector wasn't really my favorite style, so I would use pixel art, and it was really bad because, as you can see, this phone I used the line tool, bucket tool, and circle tool. Now, later on, like I said, I would use vector tool, and at the time, this was really bad, like really bad. But, you know, if you were to check some of my new art now, it's definitely changed, I would say. Like, what? Jeez, I just can't. The darkness, what it would do is we would set the size to a huge amount, like as you can see, 923, and then it would constantly go to the player. And since technically in the costume section, it's, you know, it's small to us. But if we were to zoom in, this is what the player would technically see. That's why when we start the game, it's really big because, you know, huge size, and we're not going to be able to, you know, move off the screen enough for it to be like that. Next we have the notebooks. I didn't know how to make, you know, clones at the time, so I would literally duplicate the sprite and name it Notebook 1, Notebook 2, 3, 4, you know, so on. Here's the principal. Oh, jeez. You weren't supposed to see him up close. That was the thing. So when you see him now, like, he doesn't even have eyes. Here's his code. He would glide to these certain positions. And, you know, very buggy. I really don't like it because, you know, it looks really bad to me. Then we have the sweeping thing. The broom. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Yeah. That's basically, you know, most of these characters are very generic. I never even touched this guy because he has voice recordings in this, and I'm really gonna cringe. I'm not gonna play it. You can go and check out the game yourself. I'll link it in the description. So yeah. Anyway, this is my most popular Scratch project right now, and I think it's gonna stay like that for a while. I'll link this game in my description of this video if you want to go check it out, or, you know, if you want to leave weird comments on it, you can go ahead. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in a couple, I don't know, I'll see you in a bit. Take care.